Oh, hi. Didn't see you there. I'm gonna grab something, and then we're gonna start this video. I'm gonna go over here. Why are you following me? Can you stop following me? This is an invasion of privacy. What are you? What's going on, guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're gonna be talking about a tiny piece of equipment that I think is one of the best things to have ever hit the market for gamers and streamers. We're gonna be talking about the Insta360 Link webcam. Look at this thing. It is so tiny. It's so small. It's so incredibly small and adorable, and I love it. And we're gonna be testing every single feature of this thing today. Insta360 has contacted me. They sent me a sample to do a review on. So I'm pretty pumped to mess around with this thing. I've been seeing some crazy things on the internet. This camera is amazing, and we're gonna put it to the test right now. So I'm gonna do a very quick unboxing for you guys, and then when I come back to my main camera here, we're gonna talk about what came in the box, and we're gonna put all the features to the test. So obviously in the box, we have the Insta360 Link camera, which is really cool. It's on 3 gimbals. So it's like, you could see how it actually will move. This is gonna be pretty cool to test out their like AI tracking features. So we have the camera, came out of the box. We have our USB-C cable, and don't worry if you don't have any open USB-C ports on your computer. They do give you a USB-C to a USB adapter right here, which is pretty cool. And everything else in the box here, we have, these are the whiteboard like tracking stickers. So basically what you would do with these, I don't have a whiteboard to test this feature out for you guys, but basically you would put these little tracker stickers in each corner of a whiteboard, and then using the camera's AI tracking functionality for whiteboards, it would basically be able to focus on the whiteboard itself. And obviously it uses these tracking stickers to pinpoint the whiteboard. Other than that, we just have our manual and our warranty card in the box. So at some point in this video, I also am going to compare this camera to the Razer Kaio Pro Ultra 4K, which is the new Razer webcam that just came out. I did a video on it last week, and my Canon EOS RP, which I'm recording on right now. So I'll put all 3 cameras next to each other, and we'll see what they look like. But anyways, without further ado, let's plug this thing in and see how it works. Okay, so what you're looking at right now is in the bottom left-hand corner is my Canon, where I'm recording this on OBS currently because I want you guys to be able to see the software. We'll check out what the camera looks like in full screen in a little bit, but for now, I do want to go over the software with you guys because it's pretty intense and there's a lot of features here for us to cover. So, first thing I noticed when I boot up this software is we have gesture controls here. And from what I read on their guide, you can use certain hand gestures to have the camera perform certain functions for you. So right now it's saying auto tracking if we use our palm, right? So right now it does not look like it's auto tracking. So if we do palm, is it now tracking us? Oh, wow. Dude. Okay, that's really cool. So basically you could be, so if I go palm again, now it turned it off. That's pretty awesome. Definitely like that. That's a really cool feature. So zoom would be L. Zoom. Okay, this is pretty cool. So let's zoom it out. Back to the standard view. First off, I do want to say the coloring on this camera looks phenomenal. I mean, I can't believe I'm looking at a webcam right now. This looks great. Obviously, if we do a V, it would go to whiteboard mode, which I explained to you guys before. We would put those stickers in the corner of a whiteboard, each of the 4 corners. And then if we do a V, it would obviously go and track the whiteboard. So you know, if you're doing a presentation or something like that, it's a pretty cool feature, but I don't have a whiteboard to test that out for you guys. So let's mess around and see what we got down here. Right now it's in 1920 by 1080. Let's crank it to 4K. Okay, so now it's on 4K. Let it adjust for the brightness. I mean, the quality of this webcam is great. Let's test the zoom again. Zoom. Oh yeah, this is nice. And zoom out. Okay, this is great. So we have it set to 4K. We're gonna leave it on 4K right now because obviously this is a 4K webcam, which is really cool. Right down here we have, so we could turn on tracking right here if we want. Let's see how it tracks me, moves with me, really nice. Let's see how much it can move. I'm gonna go back here. Walking around. I mean, this is such a cool feature that just the tracking alone, like you could walk over here. Oh, I'm doing something right here. Hello, doing this. Oh, I'm coming back over here. Oh, I'm doing this. This is cool. I mean, this is actually really cool. Okay, what else do we have? Down here we have whiteboard mode. We don't have a whiteboard, obviously. We have overhead mode. What's that? Let's watch this little video and see what she does. So this is if we were doing like an overhead view. And we have desk view mode. Let's try that. Oh, wow. That's pretty cool. That's my microphone you guys are seeing. But yeah, so like let's say you're doing like an unboxing or something, and obviously we could see that it's compensating. It's giving you like a straight up top-down view, right? Which is really hard to get because when I used to do unboxings and I used a tripod and I kind of just positioned it up against my desk, it was really hard to get this nice like top-down view. But this is actually giving you a straight up top-down view, which is nice. Like it's flat, as you can see here. And how it's doing that is it looks like it's cropping the top half to give you that top-down view, which is really nice. So you could obviously use this for unboxings. I might honestly use this for some unboxings and things like that. I can use it as like a mouse and keyboard cam if you really wanted to. This is really, really nice. So let's turn that off, go back to our face. There we go. And let's see, what else do we have in here? Down at the bottom, we could take a screenshot. We could record right here within the software. Position 1. Let's add a position. Position 2. Okay, I see. So position 1 is me, right? Now let's set up position 2. Let's move it over here. Okay. So this is cool because let's say we're doing some kind of thing where we have someone that we're talking to, right? Or a podcast, whatever it is. Position 1, click on it, shoots right back to me. Position 2, now it should shoot over to the left side over here. Boom. Like, all right, I'm talking. Hello, how's it going? Hey, what's your name? Welcome to the shot. Boom. Camera shoots right over to them. That's pretty cool. Very cool feature. So you can do it looks like an infinite amount of preset positions, but we'll go back to position 1 for now. We obviously have a zoom slider right here. We could just zoom in. Whoa. Okay. That was scary. Image settings. Auto exposure, obviously we're gonna leave that on right now, that's fine, but we can do manual exposure. Auto white balance, we can do manual white balance. We can control the brightness, contrast, saturation, sharpness, and then save it as a preset when you dial your settings in. I'm actually gonna use this camera for certain things because this is phenomenal. More settings, what do we got? So we can enable or disable our gesture settings, and I'm sure as time goes on with updates, they're gonna probably add more. But again, just so you guys can see, those features are pretty cool. We can zoom using an L, and we can zoom out, go like this, boom. See the camera ring light up blue, and then we can zoom. So that's pretty cool. What else do we have here? We have the tracking speed. We can adjust this to fast. Let's see what that looks like. Let's enable auto tracking, fast. Whoa. We're walking. So I'm walking and I'm talking, and it looks great. And I can't believe this is a webcam. Are you kidding me? This is a webcam. Dude, this is a smart webcam. This is where we're at right now. Unreal. Unreal. We can put that back down to normal. Link will start tracking when you manually adjust the gimbal towards someone. That's pretty cool. You can enable that. Enable single tap tracking. AI zoom. Head, half body. Okay, so if you set it on half body and half of your body is actually visible to the camera, it'll zoom in to center you on half body. I'm gonna stand in the same position and put it on head zoom. Hello? There we go. It's focusing on my head. This is crazy. Anti-flicker. That's great. 60 hertz. So anti-flicker is really cool because as you guys can see here, there's no flickering. And obviously, even with some pretty expensive cameras, sometimes you do get flickering when you have lights in the background or a screen. So really nice that you can do some anti-flicker there. We could do autofocus. We can manually focus it in. So let's try that out real quick. Ooh, the manual focus is really nice as well. Really nice manual focus, but autofocus is doing the trick. Streamer mode enables portrait mode 9:16. Oh, that's cool. Oh, so we could do 9:16 for like YouTube Shorts or TikTok and stuff like that. That's pretty cool. HDR, but it doesn't support 4K HDR, so we won't turn that on currently. Mirror image, I'm assuming we can just flip the image right here. There it goes. Look, it's reversed. That looks, my hair looks weird going to that side. Very cool. And obviously right here, it's showing us we do have a firmware update. We'll download that and we'll update it. See how fast this happens. Okay, firmware is updated. So what the next thing I want to do is put this thing up against the Razer Kaio Pro Ultra, which is Razer's new webcam. I did a video on that last week, and also compare it to the Canon EOS RP. Now, my Canon EOS RP does not do 4K higher than 24 frames, so I run it in 1080p at 60 FPS, so that's what we'll be comparing it to. However, the Insta360 Link and the Razer Kaio Pro Ultra 4K will both be running in 4K. I'm gonna put all three of these cameras side by side and show you what the Insta360 Link looks like in full screen, and then we'll wrap it up. All right, so as you guys can see, I have added all three cameras to this one screen and labeled them so you can see which camera is producing which video. Obviously, the Canon EOS RP has the most fluid video, but that's because it's on 60 FPS. The Razer Kaio Pro up in the top left corner is on 4K, and the Insta360 Link is also on 4K up in the top right here. Obviously, all three of these cameras look amazing. One thing I do want to say is the Razer Kaio Pro Ultra is almost giving this sort of like fisheye look to it. Like it looks a little rounded on the edges, whereas the Insta360 Link is a little bit more squared like a normal camera. But as far as coloring goes, I honestly almost like the Insta360 Link's standard coloring better than my Canon's, which is dialed in, which is crazy. So it does really well. I mean, this is a controlled lighting environment. So I have a nice key light shining on me right here. Obviously my key lights though are set up for my Canon, specifically the positioning of them. It's set up so that I have a nice light on me right here, nice bright light, and then a soft light off to the left side here to give me a little bit of shadowing to give a little bit more of a dramatic feel. But the lighting in general is pretty good in this room, right? This is a controlled lighting environment. All three of these cameras look great. I am completely blown away by how smooth the Insta360 Link's quality actually is. I mean, I'm moving around. Is it auto tracking me still? It's not. Can it auto track me from here? Okay, so I'm gonna walk around and talk, and we can obviously see the difference in all three of these cameras from here. This is pretty cool that it will follow me around. I mean, I really think that this is some truly next-gen stuff when it comes to webcams. I mean, what webcam can you just buy as a streamer and plug into your computer that's gonna auto-track you as you're moving around? Like, this would be really cool if you're doing like a VR stream or something like that, you know, and you're like moving around and you want the camera to like follow you. I mean, this is really cool. And I gotta say, the quality that is coming out of this webcam, it's mind-blowing. it's blowing me away. But I wanted to give you guys this comparison so you guys can see the difference between all three of these cameras. So I'm gonna throw it into full screen right now and look at what it looks like there. All right, so here's the Insta360 Link in full screen mode. It looks great. I am blown away by the quality of this camera. Is it still tracking me? It is still tracking me. And if you wanted to turn that off, you give it the palm, and now it should stop tracking me. I could walk out of the shot if I want to, but if I come back in and I want it to track me again, obviously these hand gestures work phenomenally. I love it. It looks great. I want to test out the zoom. I'm gonna go over here by my little shelf with all my gadgets and collectibles on it, and I want to see if we can zoom all the way in down there on that stuff. So let's try it out. That's pretty cool. And will it track me if I'm down here? It will. It'll track me when I'm on the floor. That, I mean, really phenomenal. I'm gonna zoom out. Here we go. And like we showed before, we have the 2 positions set up, right? So I'm talking right here. My guest steps in over here. You can just hit position 2. Boom. Now it's on my guest's face. I mean, this is like really cool. Don't mind the Mountain Dew there on the floor. I'm not a Mountain Dew-aholic. I had just purchased that for the Call of Duty XP codes. So, but yeah, anyway, it looks great. I'm really happy with this. Let's take a look at what the desktop mode would look like in full screen. So if we were to do like an unboxing of some sort, gives you a nice top-down view. I mean, this really is a kind of one-size-fits-all camera. You can pretty much do everything with it. I mean, this view is great. It's actually giving you a flat view, which is really hard to achieve unless you're using, like now when I do my unboxings, I could actually show you guys. Okay, come over here. You guys see this down here? So this right here is my little unboxing station. Turn these lights on. I have this mount that I use when I am doing an unboxing, and I had to do this to get that nice top-down view. Really cool that you could achieve that with this. It does crop, I would say, like 30% out, obviously, to give you that visual, but really cool stuff. Really, really cool stuff. But that's it, guys. That's all the features. I mean, it's a great camera. I think this is great. I'm going to actually use this for a lot of things. Like I said, I might use it as like a desktop camera when I need to show stuff on my desk in videos, which would be really cool. And yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Turn on post notifications so you don't miss the next time I post a video. And if you want to hang out with me live, I stream on Twitch Monday through Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern time. Drop a link to that in the description below this video. But anyways, guys, that's all from me. I want you to keep those hammers up. And I'll see you next time.